Functionally, the kidneys are essentially very well organized bundles of arteries, capillary beds, and veins. We'll examine the arteries first. The renal artery bringing blood to the kidney becomes the segmental arteries. The segmental arteries branch as they pass through the renal columns and become the interlobar arteries. The interlobar arteries become the arcuate arteries as they pass over the broad base of the renal pyramids at the junction between the renal cortex and the renal medulla. The arcuate arteries extensively branch superficially into the renal cortex, giving rise to the cortical radiate arteries. The cortical radiate arteries branch to become the microscopic afferent arterioles, which serve the tiny capillary clusters called the glomeruli. The glomeruli function to filter the blood, creating a fluid called filtrate, which will then be sent to the kidney tubules to be processed. The kidney tubules will reclaim nutrients and water, reabsorbing them into the bloodstream. Any materials or wastes that remain in the kidney tubules will become urine. There are between 1 million and 1.5 million glomeruli per kidney. Figure 25.9 examines the branching of the renal artery into the segmental arteries, which then becomes the interlobar arteries. The interlobar arteries become the arcuate arteries as they pass over the renal pyramids. The cortical radiate arteries extend superficially from the arcuate arteries and give rise to many afferent arterioles that serve the glomeruli. After delivering blood to the glomerulus to be filtered, blood, fluids, and cells exit the glomerulus through the microscopic efferent arteriole. The efferent arteriole then becomes an extensive capillary network called the peritubular capillaries, which surround the kidney tubules and function to reabsorb nutrients, water, and electrolytes from the processed filtrate that is in the tubules. After exiting the peritubular capillary beds, blood enters the cortical radiate veins to begin its exit from the kidney. The cortical radiate veins drain into the arcuate veins. The arcuate veins then drain into the interlobar veins, which return their blood to the large single renal vein that then exits the kidney. The renal vein returns blood to the inferior vena cava, which will eventually bring that blood to the right atrium of the heart. Blood leaving the efferent arteriole is then delivered to the extensive peritubular capillaries that are associated with the renal tubules. Eventually, the peritubular capillaries deliver their blood and reclaimed nutrients, water, and electrolytes to the cortical radiate vein, which then becomes the arcuate vein. The arcuate vein then leads to the interlobar vein, where the interlobar veins will then drain into the renal vein and exit the kidney.